Here we are at 40 Walton Magnolia, and we are at the far end of Inlet Beach, which borders Panama City Beach. And I'll go ahead and show you sort of where we are. This entire area here isn't necessarily private beach, but it's sort of like a flex type of thing because you do have a public access over here. So this is your private walkout, of course, and then your deck space, and then that's Wade down there. Say hi, Wade. Here's the beachfront, and I'll go ahead and show you what I was referencing in regard to Panama City Beach right here. That is our little border there at Pinnacle Port. That's sort of where we're at here, and then Rosemary boarding us. There is a lady here still cleaning, but I want to go ahead and point out the good, the bad, and the ugly. As I expected, we had some deferred maintenance issues here and there. We've got a bit of rusting on the exterior portions. I do love that this is Trex, which is great, but not all that material. So when you go into the front, there's sort of some like, I don't know if you'd put it, maybe some temporary material down. And again, like I said, the lady's cleaning, so this may be a series of videos. The front or the top being one video, and then the lower portion. This door was recently replaced, and I can tell. This is the master bedroom. Excellent views. We have the ventilation. Obviously, this is going to continue to happen no matter what you put there, unless you put a dehumidifier within the building and outfit it appropriately. I'm going to go ahead and show you the closet space. Great rental, of course. It's similar to having, a Gulf front house, but you're, doing it townhome style, no HOA, which basically means you're never required to make any improvement unless that seller elects to make an improvement. So for me, basically all that means is, if you've opted for deferred maintenance, that's what you've done. So clearly we do need some ventilation. This is commonplace with lots of humidity. My guess is somebody has left that door open, wanted to listen to the waves, and then has let the humidity in accordingly. You can see right here. It's a turn day, so she's working hard downstairs to get this place clean. Linen closet. Very raw edge, so you can see where this was, an 80s property, I believe, and they went ahead and maybe made some repairs and didn't, finish out some of the closets, just painted and changed up what they could. This is a textured wall, so kind of get you a good feeling. This is just the reality of what we can get for the money, and I know that is wild, but this is the HVAC closet. I'm not a big fan of the lack of cleanliness. We can look up here. I've seen this a lot where you just have just a basic closet, but you really want to see even those bits and those areas tightened up and cleaned. Here is the second bedroom. So this would be only 2 bedrooms. I want to tell you that we could open this door and provide you access, but we cannot. I noticed that this door hadn't been replaced. Definitely very rusted out. Wade tried to open it up. We could not. I looked at the decking material from beneath, and I'll go ahead and show you that. This is not Trex material. However, this is a overlay, like it's a little bit of a plank, and you kind of connect them. So it's just basically to save face on the front instead of changing out all of this to Trex, which would have been obviously an expense. Let's go ahead and take a look at the views here. So this is a beautiful little area. I will say you do have some nice homes here. At one point, I know Luke Bryant lived down the road, a couple lots over down the street in particular. I'm not going to say that this entire area will not be developed. Obviously, it's prime for development. And then you have those homes there in the rear. I have actually been in some of those homes years back. I think they were listed at $3 million. So if that kind of puts into perspective where we're at in the way of new product, just, you know, gonna need a little bit of improvement. Just an estimate from what I see here already, you're looking at least $200,000 to paint, add decor, make some major improvements as far as decking, some furniture change outs. Obviously, I saw the unit outside probably needed some help and some love, and then flooring, and then, you know, maybe replacing some things that maybe weren't, as far as the exterior goes. I saw flashing and a few other items. Again, we're going to go ahead and give that lady a bit of time before we go ahead and, well, maybe I'll go outside and I'll do the bottom. Let me go ahead and talk to her.